Harsh but true. If your supplements aren't third-party tested or bioavailable, you're literally just making expensive urine. Everyone's asking about what supplements to take, but perhaps the better question is, where are my supplements coming from? Hi, I'm Dr. A. I'm an integrative psychiatrist and lifestyle physician. Before I reveal these 5 supplement red flags, I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why our grandparents never needed 20 different supplements, yet somehow managed to do okay? The global supplement industry is worth over $200 billion. That's more than the GDP of some countries, but it's largely unregulated. So let's talk about exactly what to look for so you only consume safe, high-quality, pharmaceutical-grade supplements. Red flag number 1. No third-party testing. Pick up one of your supplement bottles right now. Look for a seal that says USP verified, NSF certified, or consumer lab approved. This indicates to us tested and approved by a third party. Here's what most people don't realize. The FDA doesn't regulate supplements like medications. So unscrupulous companies can literally put anything in those capsules and slap a fancy label on it. Some studies on supplement label accuracy have shown high rates of mislabeling. Adulteration has also been found in herbal supplements, especially from less regulated sources. But here's the part that will make you sick. Some contain prescription drugs that weren't listed anywhere on the label. I'll tell you about the patient who ended up in the ER because of this in just a minute. Now, third-party testing costs money, so cheap supplement companies skip it entirely. Red flag number 2, wrong forms that your body can't use. Cyanocobalamin is the most common and cost-effective form of vitamin B12. Your body converts it into active forms such as methylcobalamin. For most people, this conversion is efficient. However, for some people with certain genetic or metabolic issues, methylcobalamin is a better option. Magnesium oxide has low absorption, whereas magnesium glycinate is more readily absorbed and gentler on the stomach. Magnesium glycinate is the better choice for sleep and mood. Folic acid is less efficiently converted to active folate in people with MTHFR mutations, which is about 40% of the population. Methylfolate is the active form and is preferred for individuals with the MTHFR mutations or those who have poor folate conversion. Folic acid is not useless for everyone, but methylfolate is the better option for many. Iron sulfate often causes constipation and stomach upset. Iron bisglycinate is better absorbed and causes fewer side effects, making it a better choice. Vitamin D3 cholecalciferol is more effective at raising and maintaining vitamin D levels than D2 egocalciferol. D2 is not completely ineffective, but D3 is the preferred form for supplementation. The bottom line is that the form of your supplement matters, and I'll tell you the exact forms to look for in just a minute. But first, you need to know about the toxins hiding in your supplements. Red flag number 3, fillers, binders, and hormone disruptors. Take a look at the ingredient list on your supplement bottle. You might be surprised to see that many of those names aren't nutrients. They're fillers, binders, and additives. While some are harmless, others can raise concerns, especially during perimenopause when your hormones are already sensitive. Titanium dioxide, for instance, is used in paint, sunscreen, and as a whitening agent in supplements and foods. The FDA considers titanium dioxide safe for use in food and supplements in small amounts, up to 1%. But the European Union banned it as a food additive in 2022 due to concerns about possible DNA damage and immune system toxicity. Although it has not been proven to be harmful at typical supplement levels, it's best to avoid unnecessary additives if you're concerned about long-term safety. Artificial colors such as red 40 and yellow 6 are often added to make supplements look more appealing. Some artificial colors have been linked to hyperactivity in children and in animal studies to hormone disruption. There is less direct evidence in adults, but these additives are not necessary for health. It's wise to avoid artificial colors, especially if you're sensitive to synthetic ingredients or have hormonal issues. Magnesium stearate is a flow agent used to help supplements move through manufacturing equipment. There are claims that magnesium stearate can reduce absorption or suppress immune function, but the evidence is mixed. Some studies suggest it may slow the rate at which supplements dissolve, but not necessarily reduce the amount absorbed. Most people tolerate magnesium stearate well. However, if you have digestive or immune concerns, you may want to opt for supplements without it. Carrageenan is a thickening agent derived from seaweed. The effects of carrageenan are debated. Recent research suggests that it may not directly cause inflammation in most people, but it can alter the gut microbiota and reduce the thickness of the gut's protective mucus layer. This can potentially make the gut more vulnerable to inflammation, especially if you already have digestive issues. Some additives, such as certain artificial colors and chemicals found in capsule coatings, including BPA, are known endocrine disruptors. These substances can interfere with your hormone pathways, which is especially concerning during perimenopause when your hormone balance is already delicate. Always check for BPA-free capsules and avoid supplements with unnecessary artificial additives. Not all fillers and additives are dangerous, but some are best avoided, especially during perimenopause. Choose supplements with minimal, transparent ingredient lists and look for third-party testing to ensure you're getting what's on the label. Remember that ER patient I mentioned? She took a natural weight loss supplement that contained undisclosed stimulants and ended up with heart palpitations and sky-high blood pressure. Red flag number 4, bare minimum doses. Your multivitamin claims to provide 100% of the daily value of everything. Daily values are minimums to prevent deficiency, not tailored for optimal health, especially for perimenopausal women dealing with stress, inflammation, and hormonal changes. 100% DV is a starting point, not a guarantee of optimal nutrition for your unique needs. Plus, when you're cramming 30 nutrients into one tiny pill, something's gotta give. Usually, it's the dosing. The vitamin D, probably 400 international units when research shows you need 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily. The magnesium, maybe 50 milligrams, when therapeutic doses start at 300 milligrams. The B vitamins, probably much smaller doses than you require. But here's what's even worse than low doses: poor combinations. Many multivitamins contain both iron and calcium. The problem is these two minerals compete for absorption in your gut, especially when taken together. Research shows that calcium can block the absorption of iron, especially if you're taking them at the same time. This is a particular concern for women at risk of iron deficiency who might not be getting the iron they need if they're also taking calcium in the same supplement. Over time, your body can adapt and compensate, but in the short term, this competition means you may not absorb as much iron as you think. The solution: if you're taking both iron and calcium, try to space them out by at least 1 to 2 hours. Some people find it helpful to take iron with a source of vitamin C, which can actually boost iron absorption and help counteract the effect of calcium. I'll tell you about 3 foundational supplements I recommend in a bit, but before I do that, let's talk about red flag number 5. Wrong plant parts and fake extracts. This is another way for dishonest supplement companies to maximize their profits. Rhodiola is helpful for stress and fatigue. The root and rhizome is the part most commonly used and studied for these benefits. While other parts of the plant may exhibit some activity, the root is what you'll find in high-quality supplements. Cheap companies may use the leaves to save costs. Turmeric requires piperine, found in black pepper extract, to be effectively absorbed. Cheaper brands may skip it because it costs more per capsule. KSM 66 and Sensoril are 2 specific branded ashwagandha extracts. They have been widely studied in clinical trials and are standardized for active compounds called withanolides. These extracts are recognized for their benefits in stress reduction, anxiety relief, cognitive function, and sleep improvement. KSM 66 is made from the root only, while Sensoril is made from both the root and leaves. These are generally more reliable and potent than generic ashwagandha root powder. Green tea supplements are not all the same. Many green tea supplements are ground up tea leaves in capsules, which do provide some of the beneficial compounds found in green tea, but at much lower concentrations compared to standardized extracts. EGCG, standardized green tea extract, is a concentrated form of green tea specifically formulated to contain a high reliable amount of EGCG, the most studied and bioactive substance in green tea. Remember the 3 foundational supplements I talked about earlier? These are high-quality magnesium glycinate, vitamin D3 with K2, and a methylated B complex. Get them from reputable companies. Check for third-party testing. Test your levels before and after 3 months. Work with a knowledgeable healthcare provider to ensure you're taking the right supplements. And if you want to know about my top 5 recommendations for midlife women, check out this next video.